All right, so I've said this before and I'm going to say it a million more times until everyone gets it. No matter how much you're spending on a computer, it should never feel like a compromise. Buying a PC should never be a compromise deal. No matter you're spending 50,000 rupees or 5 lakh rupees, you deserve a premium experience. You deserve the best product. And usually when it comes to higher-end builds like this, we end up compromising on things like the power supply unit, the cabinet, as well as the cooling. And we think that, hey, these components are not important because we are influenced by all the big performance numbers. We want the best gaming performance. And that's good. That's all we want. That should be the goal. But compromising on these very important parts of your PC means the longevity of your PC, the future of your PC is also at a risk. So yeah, in today's video, I take you guys on a 1,70,000 rupees gaming PC build. That's beauty and a beast. It's going to look twice as good as its price. Imagine you spending 3,50,000 rupees and it's going to perform like a beast as well. And you know what the best part is? This video is sponsored by NZXT. And that is what you call satisfying. Alright, so with the unboxing and introduction out of the way, it's very fitting that we talk about the parts that we use in this build. Starting off with the CPU, we have the trusty Intel i7-9700K. It's a 6-core CPU with a 3.6 GHz base, 12 megabytes of cache, and it still stands tall even after the 10th generation launch. It is a really good CPU for doing things like gaming, video editing, content creation, live streaming and stuff like that. And yes, even though 10th generation CPUs might be more powerful, you will still be getting really good value out of the 9700K. And for our motherboard and to house the 9700K, we have the MSI MPG Z390 Gaming Pro Carbon AC. That's a mouthful of a name, but again, it's a really solid motherboard for its price. It's got the LG1151 socket type, it's got overclocking, some really good VRM as well as VRM cooling because this comes from MSI, so you can expect some premium quality from it. And all the essential features are there. So, multiple PCIe slots, M.2 slots, USB Type-C, Wi-Fi, as well as high bandwidth USB ports. So, you're covered in terms of the motherboard. You've got your HDMI and DisplayPort outputs as well. So, if you wanted to use the integrated graphics on the CPU, you can do that as well. And for the memory in this build, we've got two 16GB kits of Corsair's Vengeance LPX DDR4, so 32 gigabytes in total and 3000 megahertz speed, which is just ideal for an Intel build. And 32 gigabytes is plenty for gaming, live streaming, doing video editing, content creation. Even high-end tasks don't require 32 gigabytes. So yes, you should be covered. And there is 4 slots on the motherboard, and these are only occupying 2. So let's say in the future you require more RAM, you can go up to 64 gigabytes, no problem, and you can get 2 of these sticks and just fill up all the 4 slots. And in my opinion, again, 32 gigabytes is a really good deal. And for cooling that 9700K, because it's a monster and it produces a lot of heat, we've got NZXT's Kraken X52, which happens to be a 240mm AIO. It's connected with cam, and it's also got that signature infinity mirror RGB lighting, and it's aesthetic design, so you're expecting again premium quality, stability as well as durability from this cooler, and it should be good for overclocking as well as high-end loads. And let's say you're putting the 9700K under full 100% load, this cooler will not break a sweat and still keep the PC stable. And using cam, you can also monitor the temperatures, customize the fan speed, the lighting as well as the pump speed. So depending upon what your setup is and what your requirement is, you can use cam to get the PC to work your way. That's a 240mm AIO, but let's say you've got some extra money and some extra requirements in terms of overclocking and stuff, then you can go with the Kraken X63. This is a 280mm AIO, and this is NZXT's new X3 series, which comes with much needed improvements. So it's got the new aesthetic design pump, it's 30% quieter, you've got the bigger infinity mirror RGB lighting. So again, if you like this lighting, this is bigger, and the pump is rotatable. So no matter how the pump is mounted on the motherboard, the logo can be rotated, and it's always going to be like upright and straight. So you don't have to deal with a tilted logo. And again, this is also cam connected and also comes with a Hue 2 channel inside it. So you have other accessories in your build, let's say the LED strip, or you want to buy let's say 2 RGB fans from NZXT in the future, you can connect it to this pump itself and you don't have to buy any extra accessories. So that's that. And yeah, it's just a useful accessory to have. have, and it'll keep your build nice and cool. Now, in terms of storage in this build, we have a 2TB hard drive from WD, but let's say you have an application that demands high-speed storage, or you just want your PC to feel faster, you want faster boot times and faster app opening times, then you can go with something like this. This is the Samsung 970 EVO Plus NVMe drive. It's 500 gigabytes, and this is an M.2 SSD. It's small, just like a RAM stick, and goes in the M.2 slot on the motherboard, and it's super fast. It'll give you speeds up to 3 gigabytes per second in read and write. And let's say you're doing video editing and just normal PC usage as well, your PC will feel more responsive. And in terms of higher end applications, you'll have faster render times as well. So that's that. And if you want something cheaper, you can go with these 2.5-inch SATA SSDs as well. These are again quite fast, but not as fast as an NVMe drive. Any of these are faster than a hard drive, and because it's 2020 and in a higher end build, you should definitely not be sticking to a hard drive because you will regret it later. Now let's talk about the power supply in this build. So this is NZXT's new C series. There is a C650, a C750, and a C850. This build requires somewhere around 650 watts or 750 watts, so that's why I've gone with the C750 here. It will cost you around 10,000 bucks, and the price is not the concern here because this comes with a gold rating. It's fully modular, so you decide what cables go in your build, and it comes with a 10-year warranty, so you're covered in all places. And it's also got the 0 RPM mode on the back, so you just press a button and the PC's power supply goes quiet. It doesn't make any noise, but that's under low load condition. Let's say you're on a higher load condition, then the fans won't stop because again, that's not good. But yeah, I do recommend going with NZXT C series because it's just reliable, it's affordable, and premium at the same time. Now let's talk about the graphics card, the start of the show and the most important part of any gaming PC. Here we have gone with the MSI Ventus RTX 2070 Super, and I don't really have to talk anything about this card. I've done multiple videos in the past, benchmarks, unboxings, reviews and stuff, all on the RTX 2070 Super. And the Ventus series itself happens to be more affordable, but you're not compromising on performance here. You've got GDDR6, the Turing architecture. You can enjoy ray tracing in the games that support ray tracing, and yeah, it's the overclocked edition, so you'll get more clock speed compared to the factory, and that's pretty much it. It's a really nice card. You can put in your multiple monitors. You can also use MSI's Afterburner software to tinker around, overclock, and get some extra performance. And now let's talk about the case and my favorite part about this build, and you've been looking at it the whole entirety of this video. We've gone with NZXT's H510i in the black color, and with the H510i you get the USB Type-C port, you get a minimal design, a simple aesthetic, and you also get the smart devices controller and integrated Hue RGB lighting, which happens to be the LED strip on top, which gives the case a different class of its own. It's taking the lighting game to another level. And yes, you can add more Hue accessories in the future, like RGB fans, the underglow strip, as well as some more things into the PC that you might like. When it comes to RGB, there's no control. It's totally up to you, and it's totally up to your imagination. The possibilities are infinite here. You can add anything, you can mix and match stuff. And using CAM, you can customize all the colors and all the effects, so you can make your PC look your own and suit the setup. And finally, with all the product names and specifications and numbers out of the way, if you're wondering how this PC will actually perform and what the benchmarks are, I will leave a video link down below in the description so you guys can check it out and get a detailed feeling of how this combination will perform. The i7 with 32 gigabytes of RAM paired with the MSI RTX 2070 Super. If you want to take my word for it, this is a really good PC in terms of performance, and you should be able to do things like gaming, video editing, live streaming, and even some sort of professional work. If you're into architecture, 3D design, model rendering, whatever it is that you do for a living, this PC should help you do it in a better way and efficient way. And 1080p gaming, 1440p gaming, and even light 4K gaming is possible. You can edit 4K videos on this and also live stream using things like XSplit and OBS, no problem. And in terms of FPS numbers, if you have a high refresh rate monitor, so 144 Hz, 165 Hz, and even 240 Hz, this PC should be able to get you that kind of frame rate consistently in games like CSGO, Dota 2, League of Legends, World of Warcraft. If you're into competitive esports, this is the kind of PC you should be looking at because Intel is still really good at single core gaming, so that's that. And yeah, in terms of the modern AAA titles, you should be able to play them at 1440p, no problem. Play around with the settings a little bit, the resolution, the settings, the textures and stuff like that, and see where you get the sweet spot, the best playable frame rate. And that's your gaming experience, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this build. I wanted to take you over a really good Beauty and a Beast PC build in this video, sponsored by NZXT, obviously. A huge thanks to them. And you guys can like the video if you enjoyed it, if it was helpful. Also, let me know in the comments down below what do you think about this build. And yes, also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads. My name has been Yusuf. You guys have been awesome. Stay awesome, keep smiling. I love your faces. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Adios.
And we've been working hard, so if you hating hard, it's a loss, you can fall back. Yeah, I swear I'm in my zone. The top is where I'm going when I'm there, I'm what